We opened this episode with a confrontation between Stephanie McMahon and Anna Mae. And Stephanie seemed rather calm and rather nice today for some random reason. And she said she wanted to meet with Anna Mae in the ring, one-on-one, one last time to put this to bed. She's been losing sleep. She can't really talk to her kids anymore. They look at her differently. Her husband looks at her differently. Her family looks at her differently. And she just wants to be done with this. She wants closure. So she wants to face Anna Mae one-on-one just for the championship. And if Anna Mae wins, Stephanie McMahon is no longer the general manager of Monday Night Raw. So, Anna Mae was perfectly fine with this. She was like, all right, I'm glad you want to put this behind you, and I hope after this you get the help that you need. And so, Stephanie told her that she had a match with Nikki Cross up next on Monday Night Raw, and next week they'll have their match. So, I guess everything seems to be fine. As Nikki Cross and Anna Mae, as we know, have never met before one-on-one. Nikki Cross is known for being crazy here in WWE, but actually before she joined WWE, she was very technically sound, did some high flying as well, had very unique style of offense, and was just incredibly talented. At one point, she thought she was the best wrestler in Scotland. I think actually she thought she was the best wrestler in the world at one point. But now we see this crazy side of her here in WWE, and I wonder if we're going to see any flashbacks or any remnants of her former self, which could probably be used here to defeat Anna Mae, if she wants to use that. Now, as for Anna Mae, I feel like she's being kind of naive here with Stephanie McMahon. She's dealing with a McMahon, and she's under the impression that for some reason Stephanie actually wants closure. I feel like this is the setup here. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong, you know, and I want to be wrong about this. But I'm just saying she has to watch her back. Irish whip now into the ropes. Nice counter there from Anna Mae. Nikki Cross does have a chance here to beat Anna Mae, and all she has to really do, or at least what it seems like she has to do, is overwhelm her. She needs to be able to take the punishment that Anna Mae has to dish out and dish out even more, basically. She has to be able to outlast Anna Mae, and it's something that we still have yet to see from anybody. And Naomi really took Anna Mae to the limit, but made the mistake of going back to the well one too many times. I wonder if Nikki Cross will make that same mistake here. But with Alexa Bliss ringside, as you can see, definitely going to help her out in this one. Right into a net breaker. That was nice. Staying on the attack and now just smashing her face in with these strikes to the face. Open hand strikes. Nikki Cross biting the fingers of Anna Mae. Jeez, come on now. Referee being very lenient right now. Slamming her head against the mat. I don't know. This is a bit dirty if you ask me. I don't think she should be allowed to do that, but at the same time, it's a championship match. I'm not going to be a snowflake here and try to, rain on everyone's parade. No, she's on the ropes, fortunately. But even though, I don't think that would have been enough to beat Nikki Cross. I talk about the durability of Anna Mae. Nikki Cross quite durable as well. We've seen her in the last woman standing match in NXT against Asuka, really showcasing just how durable she really is. It took a superplex from the top of a ladder through the announce table. Oh my goodness, Nikki Cross showing no mercy. And I think this ref is an absolute buffoon. Did you not hear that chair shot? She was smacked directly in the face with a chair. Is Anna Mae done? No, she isn't. That is surprising. Up on the shoulders now, Nikki Cross. That Samoan driver gets all of it. All but the foot apparently underneath the bottom rope, fortunately, from Anna Mae. As you can see, Nikki Cross doing a pretty good job here. She's got to stay on the attack here. Got to keep up the pressure. Anna Mae is not unbeatable. We know this because Toni Storm has defeated Anna Mae in the past. And Anna Mae has lost a tag team match in the past as well. She has 2 losses underneath her record, at least in WWE, and she has plenty of losses in the indie scene. Actually was never a champion on the independent circuit. Just got randomly signed because of one night where she took on her friends in a triple threat match. It wasn't until she came to WWE that she really, or joined NXT, I guess, that she tapped into this unwildering potential. Now going after Alexa Bliss, perhaps to get revenge from earlier. I think she doesn't want to have to deal with her any longer hitting that spirit bomb, but I don't think she knew Nikki Cross was going to be right behind her after hitting that sunset flip bomb earlier on. Anna Mae trying to fight back though. The issue that she's going to deal with here, she missed the Rasengan. This is bad. Caught now into a net breaker on the floor. Nikki Cross cannot afford a count out here. She needs to get her back in the ring. She needs to win this championship. Nice. Hey, I mean, if Nikki Cross wins, I'm all down for a triple threat with Stephanie McMahon and Anime, because I really don't think Stephanie has a chance of beating Anime. Got the full Nelson. Hits the full Nelson Bulldog. Forearm shot from Nikki, tapping into that lunatic side of hers. I can't say the name of this person's comeback for some reason. Here we go. Bulldog nailed it. I think now... Oh no, Anime's back up on her feet. Clothesline now from Anime. Another clothesline. These two go back and forth. I'm enjoying this matchup, but I don't think it's going to work out too well here for Nikki Cross. I feel like this is going to help Anime actually prepare for Stephanie McMahon, because Stephanie is an absolute lunatic right now, and she's taking on a fellow lunatic in Nikki Cross, in my opinion. I don't know if they really like being called that or not, so don't tell Nikki I said that. From the top rope here, might be looking for the Suyu Splash. Got it perfectly. Couldn't have hit it better. And of course, again, Alexa Bliss gets involved. I'm surprised she's even up after the Spirit Bomb from earlier. Top rope here. Oh, look at the strength of Nikki. Damn, power bomb. Got the leverage. 2. No. Okay, here we go. I was going to say, I don't know what else she could really do. I mean, she caught Anime perfectly, but she's going to go for the finish here. Fisherman swinging net breaker. Here we go. Into the cover. 1, 2. Anime able to stay alive for just a bit longer. It's a non-title matchup. I think this is pretty much it for Anime at this point. I feel like she doesn't want to take too much damage before going into next week, but then again, it is a week to recover. There you go, roundhouse kick. I just feel like she needs kind of a break, you know. I really do think that she needs a break here, because she's been in action ever so often, and I think that's really going to come back to bite her if she doesn't, you know, slow down. I know some people don't really want to hear that, though, when they're a WWE competitor, but injuries can happen at any time, and she definitely can't afford one this close to WrestleMania. But maybe that's what Stephanie wants. Maybe she isn't actually looking out for Anime, or she doesn't actually want closure. She wants to end her. I don't know. Here we go. The brainwash is applied, but I don't think we've ever seen Nikki tap out before. We've seen her pass out to the Kirifuda clutch. I don't see her tapping out here now, though. But she has been locked in it for quite some time here. I don't think there is an escape, because no one's ever escaped before. Nikki's gonna have to tap. Good matchup here. Good non-title match. I enjoyed it. But we got to move on. So Anime will be preparing for her match against Stephanie McMahon and would get attacked backstage by Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, but surprisingly was saved by Kairi Sane of all people. I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend, as this guy Pyre is supposed to take on the Riot Squad at WrestleMania for the Tag Team Championships. But her night wasn't over yet. She was fooled into thinking that the match was going to happen earlier on in the night, and instead would get attacked by Piper Niven. Piper would get her into the ring and set up this table. Anime completely out of it here, and you would think Piper Niven probably going to cash in on Anime, but for some reason elected not to. I don't know if this was advice from Stephanie McMahon, or maybe she wants Toni Storm instead. Straight through a table for Anime in critical condition. Toni Storm, I guess now she actually is friends with Anime, will go after Stephanie McMahon, giving her a little visit in her office, you know, just having a little chat. Not really. She actually took her out back, took her to Piper Niven's car, and would try to take out Stephanie, and not necessarily take her out, but do enough damage to where it would be even between her and Anime later on, with a powerbomb through the windshield. Toni would then, I assume, have an epiphany, because she would head to the ring to call out Piper Niven, basically saying, "Look, Piper, I need you to come out here. I know things have been weird between us, but I need to talk to you because this is getting ridiculous. I don't even know who you are anymore. We were best friends, and now here you are aligning yourself with a snake, basically. It's like you've lost sight of what friendship truly is. And all this time, it seems like you had my back, but now that you have that Money in the Bank contract, I'm starting to think you were just in it for championships. So instead of cashing in on Anime like I know you're going to, how about you cash in on me? How about you face me one-on-one like a woman at NXT TakeOver? champion versus champion. Piper would come out and would say, why would I want to cash into you at an NXT TakeOver event? You haven't even made that championship worth my time. Ever since you've held it, it's been undervalued. The real championship is the Raw Women's Championship. Tony would say, look, either you're going to cash in on me when I tell you to, or I'm going to make you cash in. The choice is really yours. It's kind of a weird sentiment from Tony Storm. And if Piper was tired of the idle threats, telling Tony, basically, if you want to fight me, Tony, you can fight me. But I'm not going to waste my time cashing in on someone like you. Tony would have enough, slaps Piper in the face, and a brawl would ensue inside the arena. But it wouldn't just maintain or just stay inside the ring here, as these two would go back and forth, these two former best friends, I assume. No, it would actually lead to the outside of the ring and all around the arena, in the crowd, near the booth area, in Gorilla as well. But it would eventually come back out onto the stage. I thought for a second maybe Tony would have the advantage here over Piper, but it didn't really turn out to be the case, as Piper would be able to fight her off on the stage and nail a snap suplex into the steel. Tony would try to fight back, would try to come back into this one, but it was just an inevitability. Perhaps Piper was just too much for her. But once again, Piper would not cash in. I don't know what her plan is here. Is it really a Money in the Bank contract? Is it not? I mean, it must be. We saw her try to cash in on it before. I don't know. But Piper's night wasn't over yet, because Bianca Belair will return from injury and get some much needed revenge on Piper, taking her into the locker room and tackling her, sending her into a television monitor. So Piper would be out of it, and it would just be Anime and Stephanie McMahon for our main event of Monday Night Raw. Stephanie McMahon head into the ring here, and as I said, she has clearly lost her mind. Come into the ring here. You can use a steel chair, you can use kendo stick, you can use sledgehammer, baseball bat, the championship if you want to, tables, ladders, chairs, steel steps, go into the crowd, go backstage, but the pins have to happen in the ring. And the weird thing about all this is, why is Stephanie doing this, man? Like, why can't she just let this go? Oh, like, what is this? Like, I know Anime humiliated her a while back. I know Anime put her through the top of a cell a while back, but if anything, you would think you wouldn't want anything to do with that person after that happens, if they're crazy enough to do that to you. I don't think Anime is crazy. I think she was just trying to make sure Stephanie never came back, basically. And I guess that makes sense. I guess it makes sense now. If someone pushed you to the top of a cell, you'll probably be really pissed off. I don't know why she's coming out like Triple H though. Stephanie, you're not that good. You need to calm down, okay? Or maybe she'll use this newfound craziness to actually power her. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see here though, as we wait for Anime to head to the ring here now. But wait a minute. That's Anime coming through the crowd, and she's in workout gear. I think she's come here to fight, and I think this is terrible news from Stephanie, or for Stephanie McMahon. I don't know how she doesn't see her. Oh, she sees her now. Oh, close line from Anime, and Stephanie is in trouble. This could be a really quick one here. I think Anime is rather annoyed because she probably did feel sympathy towards Stephanie McMahon, and then will have her trust be betrayed her as she hits the Meteor combo when Piper never attacked her earlier, and then she was also attacked by the Riot Squad. I think Stephanie is in deep trouble here. In the corner now, no, Anime is a bit fatigued, and I think Stephanie able to get a little counter off there because of that. Now, Stephanie, no slouch. I know it's weird to see her in action against Anime and actually being able to take it to her in competition, but Stephanie is no slouch at all. We've seen her, how she handled herself against Ronda Rousey. I'm not saying she was incredible, but she was able to stop that armbar, and that's something that not a lot of people can do. Not a lot of people can say. It's quite impressive. Oh, she hit a freaking coast to coast as well. And we saw her inside the Hell in a Cell matchup as well. Stephanie is not one to be taken lightly. It's not enough. Knee smash that time from Stephanie. Elbow to the face from Anime. Clothesline now as she tries to mount a bit of a comeback here against Stephanie, which is exactly what she needs. I'm surprised that Stephanie was able to hold her down for so long. but I don't think she can hold her down any longer. Might be time for a whirlwind DDT. Maybe set up the Suya Splash. Clothesline now from Anime. No, she doesn't go for it. She's staying on the attack here. Perhaps not worried about flashing this, just worried about doing some damage here. Oh my goodness, not this again. Oh! Spine buster on the floor from Stephanie. Somehow able to turn things around here against Anime, despite taking such tremendous damage. Stephanie, though, this is no disqualification, and she just drilled her with the freaking, I think those were brass knuckles, I'm assuming. Maybe it was a roll of quarters, I don't know. Kicks to the gut now. This is not false count anywhere, but Stephanie hits the pedigree on the floor. Anime has to find a way to fight back here. Going for the second spine buster and actually gets DDT off that time. Does Anime. The pressure is on here. I don't see her losing, but right now it actually looks like she might lose this matchup. That's the last thing I want to see. Because then what does that mean for the title picture at WrestleMania? Anime's just out of it? We just end the series because she lost to Stephanie McMahon? Hell no. Top rope hits a huge United States of Smash right there. I love that. But I don't think she's done yet. Sets her up on the barricade. Multiple uppercuts there. Or a couple of uppercuts, actually. Some hockey-style punches. I like that. I mean, we are in the Air Canada Center. Here we go. I think that's the name of him. Sorry. Hits a spinning leg drop to the back of the head. Action gets back into the ring. Oh, went for the Rasengan. And Stephanie now 2 for 3 with that spine buster. If I'm Stephanie, I'm hitting another pedigree and I'm calling this one a night. There's 2. Still not enough to do it. Yeah, it's not gonna. You're not gonna beat Anime with a signature move. You gotta hit a finisher. You have to hit a finisher. It's just a fact of life. It's the only way you can beat her. It seems like. Elbow drop to the chest now. And now she's going for the pedigree. But we've talked about this before. Using the same thing over and over does not work against Anime. It just doesn't seem to be a thing that you can, a feasible option you can return to, you know what I mean? Despite how effective you may be with using a certain move, it doesn't seem to really matter, because once she's seen it, she's got you scouted. It's like she's got the Sharingan or something. Body shot. Oh no! Multiple kendo stick shots on the way here. No, Stephanie trying to avoid it. Gets away. Oh, she got a slap off, but she also got hit in the face with a kendo stick. And she counters. I don't know how Stephanie is still going in this one. Like, I like the back and forth, but it's just so weird seeing it from Stephanie hits the McMahon stunner. It's basically like seeing Shane McMahon in control of a matchup. Like when he beat Roman Reigns. I just thought that was absolutely appalling, but we could have another upset just like that one. I mean, we've seen Mr. McMahon beat Triple H, for crying out loud. Kick out. Super kick right on the chin. Might be time to go for a cover. Instead, Anime is leaving the ring here. She grabs the table here now. What is she going to do? Anime now. Oh my goodness, nailed her with the flying Rasengan. Doesn't even go for a pin. I don't know if I agree with that. I think she definitely should have gone for a pin right there, but she didn't. Interesting. Smashes her with the table now. Anime setting up shop. If either of these competitors go through the table, the match is over. I mean, we saw Stephanie go through a car window. It's just one finisher away for her from being over. Into the corner now. Anime tries to catch her, countered by Stephanie, staying resilient, staying cunning, but nope. Thrown into the corner. Here we go. We haven't seen this in a minute. The running Rasengan to the face, but she's not done yet. She's got one more for you, I think. Here we go. The combination drops Stephanie. And out to the top rope. Suya Splash on the way. Nailed it. Now into a cover. No cover? Why is she not going for a cover? You got it won. Just go for the pin, Anime. This must be deeply personal. I know it is, but I don't know about this. She's really risking her championship, and Stephanie able to counter now. Sunset flip roll up, the agility. 1, 2. Oh, no, not even a 2. Turns it around now. 2, the upset. No. Not really an upset, but to lose like that, definitely an upset for Stephanie. And no way. She sets the table on fire. Oh, no, this is bad. This is really bad, dude. Come on. Come on now. I'm not trying to see anybody die here. I understand why Anime is upset. I understand that she wants to be done with this. This might be a bit too much. Who am I kidding? Do it. Kick to the gut. Here we go. She's setting it up. Spirit bomb on the way. Taking her over to the flaming table. Stephanie is in deep trouble here. Anime. Gets it. I thought she was going to miss for a second. There's no way that Stephanie kicks out of this. 1, 2, that's going to do it. Anime finally ends this with Stephanie. It's finally over with Stephanie. But where does she go from here is what I'm wondering. You can take that Raw Women's Championship, head home, Stephanie, go, not Stephanie, Anime, go celebrate with your family. I know it's been a while since you've been in Morocco. Go back there, celebrate with your people. Oh no. In an attempt to put the nail in the coffin, another Suya splash to Stephanie so she doesn't even think about ever doing this crap again. One more time. The night guy right on the chin, and that should do it. Some may say that was uncalled for. I think it was just desserts. I think that's enough from Anime. And I think that's enough for this episode. See you next time. We'll be on NXT.